What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And this one, I want to break down something very important about the market that's about to come out. But let me first say that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And then don't forget about the Moomoo link. The offer ends very soon. Deposit $100 and you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. Put in $1,000 and you're guaranteed up to 15 free stocks. Anyways, when it comes to the market, SPY has been range bound so far. We have supported 515, resistance at 516.5. We've been going back and forth all day. But the data is about to come out in about 40 minutes from the time I'm recording this. We have at 2 p.m. the federal interest rate hike decision coming out. Now, there's a 99% chance they're going to keep this the same. So this is most likely not going to change. But what's going to be very impactful is going to be the economic projections coming out from the Fed. This is for the FOMC meeting. This is also coming out at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 40 minutes from now. And the reason why this is important is because when you look at the Fed's dot plot, they gave us projections for the end of the year for 2024 and then the longer term 2025, where they see interest rates going. They are anticipating some cuts, but the question is, will they end up raising their projections? If they end up raising the projections, that implies they have to keep rates higher for longer. If they announce that, that could be bearish for the markets. If they don't do that, if they don't end up raising anything, if this remains exactly the same, then the market may just be okay with that. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's very unlikely, extremely unlikely they actually cause this to drop, that they anticipate even more cuts than expected. That's very unlikely because the last CPIs were a little bit harder than expected. So most likely what's going to happen is either this stays the same or we see the dot plots project that rates will be a little bit higher for longer and a little bit higher than what we expected from before. So watch for this very carefully. A massive move is coming. I can't really promise anything at this point. We'll just have to wait and see. If we break past 516.5, we could push up to 518 to 520. If we lose 515, we could be falling to 513, if not 512. And then after all of that, we have Jerome Powell giving a speech at 2:30. So just get ready, guys. Crazy volatility is coming. A big move. And whatever Jerome Powell says could affect us for many weeks to come, not just like today specifically. The QQQ has been coming down a little bit. If we're bullish, you want to see this breakout towards 444. If we're bearish, we're going to be sinking all the way down to basically the 430s, very low 430s. This does kind of look like a head and shoulders like structure, maybe a diamond reversal, but it depends on your time frame and stuff. It doesn't really matter at this point. We'll just have to see what the data gives us. Be a little bit careful and make sure you're prepared for what's about to come in just about 40 minutes. For Tesla also has a very interesting structure. It's been just chopping between 172 and 173.75 for almost the entire day, back and forth. If we get a launch thanks to the Fed, this could lead to this cup and handle like structure, and this could get a big breakout towards 180. If this is actually a flag that's forming, well, it's not really a clean flag, but if this is one, this could lead to a big break to the downside, and Tesla has this gap to fill in the 160s. Tesla could come all the way down to like 163 if we get some bad data, so just be very careful. The chart is in a very critical place. On top of this, when it comes to what's happening with Nvidia, in my opinion, is in a very critical place as well. We're just chopping around 885. This is our key support right here. Will we get a big push thanks to the Fed? If the Fed pushes this up, we're going to break 908. We have to break that to turn bullish. If we lose 885, we're going to favor bears a bit more since we do have this downtrend and we're at critical support. On top of this, if we do start selling off more, we have this imbalance down here, 868. There's going to be a risk of downside on Nvidia if we end up getting some bad news, so just be careful. Wait and see what the data gives us. And then finally, for Aapl, let me remind you guys about something. So if the Fed tells us they're going to keep rates higher for longer, that's bearish for the stock market. If they're the same, it's going to be fine. So if things are the same, Aapl could push higher. We could actually make our way back up towards 177. If the Fed tells us rates are going to be higher for longer, this cup and handle structure could fail, and we could see this thing sink back down to fill its gap into the lower 170s. So be prepared, guys. Be ready. I want to give you guys a warning. There's going to be crazy volatility coming. Don't just kind of like trivialize this video. I'm giving you guys a big warning because it's going to be madness. Supermicro is trying to hold 850, trying to rebound a little bit. Market's flat for the most part. Even like Amazon stuck where we were talking about it. Same thing with Meta. They're all just stuck for now. So massive moves are coming for the whole market. Get ready. Make sure you pay very close attention to this, not just what the Fed is doing with the interest rate, but what the projections are, and it's going to cause some crazy volatility. Also, look for the Fed press conference at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Powell is going to be giving a speech. I'll see you guys after all of this is over, and I'll give you guys a summary on Powell. Thank you for listening, guys. Get ready. It's going to be wild. Do what you have to do, and I'll see you guys very soon on the next one. Thanks again, and peace out.